You absolutely adore your cat. You think you're showing them that love every single day. But what if I told you that most of the ways we show affection, well, they mean absolutely nothing to our cats? Yeah. So let's dive into this, because today we are going to learn a whole new language, the language of cats, so they finally get the message, loud and clear, just how much you care.
I mean, it goes even deeper than that. Some of the things you do daily, things you think make you the perfect cat parent, could actually be pushing them away. It's this crazy communication breakdown, and it's happening in millions of homes. And it all boils down to a simple misunderstanding of how they see the world.
And this right here, this quote, this is the heart of the problem. See, we're speaking human, but our cats are listening in, well, feline. Just think about it for a second. We hug them, we give them these big pats, we stare lovingly into their eyes. But to them, a lot of the time, it's just static. It's just meaningless noise.
But don't you worry, because that's what this is all about. Think of this as your personal cat-to-human translation guide. We're going to walk through 7 super simple daily habits that will totally change your relationship. And these aren't just random tips, you guys. These are the actual building blocks for a much deeper, way more genuine bond.
Okay, let's start with something you probably already do, maybe without even thinking about it. Talking to your cat. You know that high-pitched, soft, kind of silly voice you use? We all do it. You might feel a little goofy, but guess what? Science says you should be doing it way more. See, when you use your normal, everyday voice, you're basically just background noise. But the second you switch to that special cat voice, oh, that's when the magic happens.
And I'm not just making this up. There is actual science to back this up. A study from 2022 confirmed it. They found that cats can tell their owner's voice apart from a stranger's. But, and this is the key part, only when we use that high-pitched, lovey-dovey tone. It's not about the words you're saying, it's the music. That specific frequency cuts through everything else and sends one crystal clear message. You're safe here. You're with me. So yeah, make it a daily thing.
All right, so that's the vocal part down. But of course, affection is so much more than just sound. The next step is all about learning the physical language, the actions that build that rock-solid foundation of trust.
You have to try this one. Have you ever noticed your cat looking at you and then ever so slowly closing and opening their eyes? They are not just tired. They are literally talking to you. See, in the cat world, a hard, unbroken stare is a threat. It's a challenge. But a slow blink? Oh, that's a cat kiss. It's so simple. All you do is meet their gaze gently. Then you slowly close your own eyes and open them again. And then you just wait.
Because when, and hopefully it's when, your cat blinks back at you, it is so much more than just a cute little mannerism. It's maybe the most profound statement of trust they can possibly make. They're telling you, I feel so safe with you, I'm willing to close my eyes and be vulnerable. It's an unbelievably powerful moment. Don't miss it.
All right, next up, playtime. And this, my friends, is where so many of us get it wrong. It's not about that you play with your cat, it's about how you play. You've got to tap into that little miniature tiger living inside your fluffy house cat.
Look, just waving a feather toy back and forth in their face, that's not a hunt. To them, it's just plain boring. Their brains are hardwired for a very specific sequence. They need to stalk, then chase, then pounce, and finally get that satisfying catch. So you have to make the toy act like real prey. Have it disappear behind the couch, let it freeze in fear, then have it suddenly dart across the room. When you see their pupils get huge and their whole body get low to the ground, that's it. You've done it. You've flipped the hunter switch.
Okay, now for an idea that might seem totally backwards at first. What if one of the most powerful ways to show your cat love was to do absolutely nothing at all? Yep, this next habit is all about the quiet, profound power of just being present.
Think about it like this. Cats bond by sharing space with others they trust. They have to feel safe. So when you're just, chilling on the couch reading a book, and you're not trying to call your cat over or force them to cuddle, you are speaking their language perfectly. You're giving them the space to choose you. And when they finally do wander over and settle down near you, it's not because you begged them to, it's because they made a decision. You are safe. And for a cat, that choice, man, that's everything.
All right, now it's time to talk about the actual physical contact, the petting. We humans, we just assume our cats want to be touched whenever we feel like it. But that's not how it works. There are 2 huge rules we have to follow to show them respect and to make sure our touch is actually welcome, instead of, a surprise attack. First things first, you have to remember, a cat's world is a world of scent.
So when we just reach down out of nowhere and start petting them, it's kind of like a total stranger walking up and giving you a big, unwanted hug. It's jarring. So instead, you have to offer what I call the scent handshake. Just extend one finger, hold it a few inches from their nose, and wait. Let them come to you. Let them sniff. And when they rub their little cheek against your finger, that is their permission. That's the green light. It's them saying, okay, you may proceed.
And now for the second rule of respectful touch. Just look at this number for a second. 12 to 16 hours. That is how much of the day your cat is asleep. And no, it is not laziness, it's a deep biological need. And what we choose to do during those hours, well, it matters more than you can imagine.
Come on, let's be honest. We've all done it. You see them curled up looking impossibly cute, and you just scoop them up for a cuddle. But for them, it can be downright terrifying. When they're in a deep sleep, that's when they are at their most vulnerable. Waking them up like that just spikes their heart rate and shatters their feeling of safety. And if you do it enough, you're teaching them that their safe spots aren't actually safe at all. And what happens then? They start hiding from you just to get some decent sleep. So the easiest habit on this whole list? Just let them sleep.
Okay, we have arrived at our final tip. And seriously, this one is the ultimate game changer. There is one very specific spot on your cat that when you pet it in just the right way, it unlocks a deep chemical bond between you two. If you get this right, I promise you will never look at petting your cat the same way again.
So, to understand why this works so well, you need to know this one word, allogrooming. It sounds fancy, but all it means is social grooming. It's what cats that are deeply bonded, like mothers and kittens or best friend cats, do for each other. It is not something they do for just anyone. It's reserved for family, and it's a powerful biological signal of trust and pure affection.
So here's the secret. The spot is at the base of their head, kind of between and just behind their ears. And why there? It's simple, really. It's one of the only spots on their body they can't reach to groom themselves. So when you use gentle, slow strokes with your fingertips, you're actually mimicking the feeling of their mother's tongue when they were a kitten. And this triggers a massive chemical response. The bonding hormone, oxytocin, gets released, not just in your cat, but in you too.
And that is the beautiful result. This isn't just about making them purr. It is a shared chemical experience that is literally physically strengthening your bond. You're sending a message that goes way beyond words or slow blinks. It's a message that says, we are family, we belong to each other.
So now that you know the real language of cat love, there's really only one question left, right? Which of these daily habits are you going to start with first? Are you going to try the slow blink? Or maybe the scent handshake? Or are you going to go straight for that aloe grooming spot? Just pick one. Start today. And then just sit back and watch how your relationship with your cat begins to change.